Hey guys, YouTube Urban Hunter here. Alright, and yeah, now here I am finally to continue these Star Wars movie reviews. Yeah, I know it's been a while since my last Star Wars review, but I've been trying to make this video like a few times before since then, and I just really haven't liked the way I did it. So yeah, I just decided not to use it because I just didn't like how I did it. Sorry. But yeah, hopefully I can like do this the way I like it this time, and yeah, hopefully this will be the one that I put up on the YouTube. Well, yeah, if you're watching it, then I have put it up on YouTube. So yeah, alright, so yeah, here I am finally to continue these reviews with Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So yeah, this movie is good. Yeah, I really do think this is a good movie. I mean, I really don't find it really difficult to really call this movie bad. I mean, yeah, I mean, people that hate on the prequels, I just don't see how they could really not like this one. Yeah, because, I mean, this is good. I really do like this movie. I mean, it has a lot of great stuff in it. It has some great battle scenes in it. It has, yeah, it has a great lightsaber fights in it. I mean, yeah, yeah, this movie's just, it is a really good movie. Yeah, and a lot of people that have hated the prequels have said this is the one that they really consider decent. And yeah, like I said, I do like it. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I like more. I'm not sure if I like Phantom Menace or this one the best, as far as the prequels go. But yeah, I really do like this movie a lot. Yeah, this was probably the one people were waiting to see with the prequels. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this one basically, like, told the story of how Anakin really became Darth Vader and just what happened to a lot of the characters in this prequel, well, trilogy. And yeah, yeah, and yeah, it basically, this one really basically shows the events leading up to the original trilogy. And yeah, I really do think they do really good at showing what happens here. Yeah, and I do think that this is a good movie. I give this like 3.5 stars out of 4. Yeah, I mean, it's just a regular movie. Yeah, this one also, like, and this one has like the most lightsaber fights of all the Star Wars movies. Yeah, this has like 5 separate lightsaber fights. And yeah, 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 I mean, and all the lightsaber fights in this movie are really good for the most part, even though the Count Dooku fight is kind of short. But yeah, it is still a good lightsaber fight. So yeah, lightsaber fights are good. The battle scenes are good, as I said. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and yeah, as far as Anakin's like how he just like joins the dark side just all of a sudden in this movie, it really didn't like really make much sense the way he did it. And I mean, he just like helps the Emperor kill somebody, kill Mace Windu, and then that just makes him seem like he should turn to the dark side. I mean, yeah. So the way he joins in this movie really doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, but it still really doesn't make the movie really bad. I mean, it is still a good movie. Yeah, like I said, I give this 3.5 stars out of 4. Alright, so, yeah, let me just get right into it. Alright, so the movie opens up like the other ones, the Fox and Luke this film logos, and then a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then, yeah, had the opening crawl, and it said that General Grievous, that's what has kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine, and then 2 Jedi Knights are leading the mission to rescue the Chancellor. Oh yeah. And then it showed the Obi-Wan and Anakin leading a quest. That's to rescue Palpatine. Yeah, it's like right above Coruscant. And Obi-Wan and Anakin fly in the ships to General Grievous' ship, and yeah, they have like the clone troopers like covering them, and they have the clone troopers covering them and just holding off any attackers. And then yeah, then like the clone troopers started to get overpowered. Anakin wanted to try to help the clone troopers, but Obi-Wan told Anakin that they could do their job while the clone troopers do theirs. Yeah. And then yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan were able to avoid missiles that were being shot at them. Yeah. While Anakin just had R2 spin the ship around in circles to have the missiles like clash with each other, and then Obi-Wan was able to dodge the missiles, but missiles at him like hit another ship that had buzz droids, and yeah, buzz droids landed on Obi-Wan's ship, and then yeah, they were starting to shut down the controls, and then they ripped off Obi-Wan's droid R4's head off. Yeah. And then yeah, Anakin tried to blast the buzz droids, and then yeah, he bumped into Obi-Wan's ship, and then that destroyed most of them, but then one climbed onto Anakin's ship, and then yeah, R2 was trying to blast the droid off, and then Obi-Wan told R2 to hit the buzz droid in the center eye to destroy it, and yeah, R2 did that, and the buzz droid was destroyed. And then yeah, then they arrived on General Grievous' ship after like blasting the shields from the entrance, and yeah, they raced to beat the door before it closed. Yeah, and then they landed on General Grievous' ship. They fought off the battle droids in there, and yeah, they eventually located the Chancellor. And then yeah, as they found Chancellor Palpatine, then Count Dooku appeared, and then yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan had a lightsaber duel with Count Dooku. Yeah. And yeah, Anakin told Count Dooku during the fight that his powers had doubled since the last time they met, and Dooku said that it was good because twice the pride is the double fall. And then yeah, they continued to fight with Count Dooku, but then yeah, Count Dooku then overpowered Obi-Wan and threw Obi-Wan into something, and then yeah, then Anakin was on his own against Count Dooku, and then yeah, and Anakin eventually cut off both of Count Dooku's hands, and then Anakin had Dooku's lightsaber, and he had both lightsabers crossed at Dooku's throat as Dooku was down on his knees. And then, yeah, Palpatine urged Anakin to kill Dooku, and yeah, Anakin was kind of hesitant at first, but then, yeah, he then eventually did kill Count Dooku by beheading him. And then Anakin was saying that he shouldn't have done it since it wasn't the Jedi way, but Palpatine just told Anakin that it was natural, well, since Count Dooku cut off Anakin's arm and he wanted revenge. And then he reminded Anakin about his mother and the Sand People. Yeah. And then as Anakin, Palpatine, and Obi-Wan were trying to escape, General Grievous has located them aboard the ship, and then, yeah, General Grievous then had the droids capture Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Palpatine. And yeah, and then yeah, eventually like R2 like just blasted out at the other droids, and then yeah, and Anakin and Obi-Wan fought off all the battle droids, and then yeah, the Grievous had like some of his guard droids or whatever tried to take on Anakin and Obi-Wan with like electric sticks that they had, and yeah, they were actually like battling them with those like lightsabers. Like those things were basically like lightsabers, really. I mean, they could actually battle Anakin and Obi-Wan with those electric sticks. Yeah. And Anakin and Obi-Wan then eventually destroyed all the droids, and then General Grievous then just escaped from the ship. And then yeah, the ship was starting to like fall apart, and then Anakin was able to land the ship back down on Coruscant. Yeah. And then yeah, Palpatine was like greeted by some members of the Senate, and Jedi Masters, including Mace Windu. And yeah, Palpatine told Mace Windu that Dooku has been destroyed, but General Grievous has escaped. And yeah, the Senate will vote for the war to continue as long as Grievous is still alive. And then, yeah, Mace Windu told Chancellor that the Jedi will make finding General Grievous their priority. Yeah. And then, yeah, then the senator from Alderaan, Bail Organa, then was telling Anakin that the Republic really praises Anakin. And again, and then, yeah, told, yeah, and Anakin told Bail Organa that the war will continue as long as Grievous is alive. Yeah. And then, yeah, Anakin then saw Padme, and yeah, Padme was happy to see him. Yeah. She was telling Anakin that she was worried because she was hearing that Anakin was killed. Then she eventually told Anakin that she was pregnant. Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, General Grievous then eventually landed on the planet Utapau. And then, yeah, General Grievous made contact with the Emperor. And the Emperor was telling Grievous that he should tell the Separatist leaders to move on to the planet Mustafar. Yeah, he was saying that Count Dooku's death was a necessary loss, and soon he would have a new apprentice. And yeah, Anakin was starting to have nightmares about Padme dying, similar to the nightmares he was having about his mother in the previous movie. Yeah. And then later, Yoda was telling Anakin that he should train himself to let go of everything that he fears to lose. Yeah. Then eventually, Anakin was sent to see Chancellor Palpatine again. And yeah, then the Chancellor was telling Anakin that he's appointed him to be his personal representative on the Jedi Council. Yeah, and Anakin was like he was overwhelmed by it and honored, but at the same time he was telling Chancellor that the council elects its own members and they would never accept this. Yeah, and then Anakin went to see the Jedi Council about it. Yoda was telling Anakin that the council will not accept it lightly, and that this move was disturbing. And yeah, Mace Windu agreed to let Anakin be on the council, but he told Anakin that they don't grant him the rank of master. And Anakin didn't take kindly to that. And yeah, Anakin was having an outburst in front of the council, saying it was outrageous and unfair. And yeah, Anakin then calmed down in front of the council. And yeah, the council was then talking about the droid attacks on Kashyyyk with the Wookiees, and yet they should send an attack force onto, well, a group of attackers on to Kashyyyk, and Yoda chose to lead them since he has a good connection with the Wookiees. Yeah, after the council hearing, yeah, Anakin was just telling Obi-Wan some more about it, saying that it's just insulting and it's never been done in the history of the Jedi. Obi-Wan tried to calm Anakin down, and he told him that it's never been done to be on the council at his age. He just told him that he's just too close to the Chancellor, and that the council doesn't like it when he interferes in Jedi affairs. And yeah, Obi-Wan was telling Anakin that really his mission was to report on all of the Chancellor's dealings and basically just spy on him. Anakin just said that there was treason, but Obi-Wan told him that they were at war. And then later, as Obi-Wan was telling Mace Windu and Yoda about how Anakin reacted to it, Mace Windu was just saying that it was a really dangerous position, and he didn't think Anakin could handle it, and he didn't trust him. And then, yeah. Later on, Anakin went to see Palpatine again, and he was told Anakin that General Grievous has been located on Utapau. Yeah, and he was told Anakin that he thinks that he should lead the campaign, and again, to destroy General Grievous. And then he was telling Anakin that the Jedi have a plan to actually overthrow the Republic and betray him. And yeah, he was actually saying that the Sith and the Jedi are really similar in a lot of ways. And yeah, Anakin tried to say that the Sith think only of themselves, while the Jedi are selfless. And then yeah, Palpatine then started to speak to Anakin about the Sith, the Dark Lord, Darth Plagueis, saying that he was really powerful and he actually was able to stop the ones he loves from dying. Yeah, it was something that Anakin wanted to learn because yeah, he was afraid of losing Padme because of his nightmares. And yeah, Anakin was asking what actually happened to Darth Plagueis, and then yeah, Palpatine was telling Anakin that he was afraid to actually lose his power, and that he taught his apprentice everything he knew, which was actually him. Yeah, this actually ended up being Palpatine's master. Yeah, and then he said that his apprentice killed him in his sleep. And yeah, Anakin asked if it was possible to learn the power, and then Palpatine just told Anakin not from a Jedi. Yeah, and then Yoda eventually arrived on Kashyyyk with the clone troopers. And yeah, then they had a council session and talk about locating and destroying General Grievous. Then Anakin brought up that the Chancellor requested that he lead the campaign, but Mace Windu told Anakin that the Council will select for themselves who should go and not the Chancellor. And yeah, Yoda said that they need a master with more experience, and then they agreed to have Obi-Wan lead the campaign to destroy General Grievous. Yeah, and then the clone troopers and the Wookiees, these bonded together to battle the droid army on Kashyyyk. Then later on, Obi-Wan then arrived on Utapau, leading a squad of clone troopers. And yeah, he eventually found General Grievous, and yeah, General Grievous was telling them, all the Separatist leaders, including like the Viceroy Nute Gunray, that they go to Utapau. Yeah, and then yeah, Obi-Wan then appeared, and yeah, Obi-Wan was then surrounded by all of General Grievous's droid army. But then yeah, General Grievous told the droids to back away, and that General Grievous would deal with Obi-Wan himself. And he told Obi-Wan that he's actually been trained in the Jedi arts by Count Dooku. And General Grievous had 4 lightsabers battles that he battled Obi-Wan with. Yeah, and yeah, Obi-Wan was able to cut off a couple of General Grievous' hands and cause him to lose a couple lightsabers. And then eventually the clone troopers then arrived and did battle the droid army. Yeah. And then General Grievous tried to escape again, but Obi-Wan gave chase to General Grievous. And then once like on Coruscant, as the Mace Windu and Anakin and other Jedi Masters saw that General Grievous was about to be destroyed, Mace Windu sent Anakin, the Chancellor, to see how we react to it. And then the Council was saying that if Palpatine doesn't give up his emergency power after General Grievous is destroyed, then he should no longer be in office. And yeah, as Anakin went to see Palpatine again, yeah, Palpatine was just talking to Anakin some more, like saying that the Council doesn't trust him, and he brought up once again like what they're planning to do. Well, at least what he was trying to tell Anakin what they were doing. Yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, Palpatine then was like bringing up the Force to Anakin, basically saying he knows the ways of the Force, even the power of the dark side. Yeah, and yeah, as he was just saying more and more, yeah, he was telling Anakin that only through him could Anakin achieve a power greater than any Jedi and have the power to save his wife. And yeah, Anakin like caught on that Palpatine was actually the Sith Lord. And yeah, Anakin held his lightsaber up to Palpatine. Yeah, 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 and yeah, Palpatine could just feel Anakin's anger, and then yeah, Anakin just decided to turn Palpatine over to the turn him over to the Jedi Council. Yeah, so yeah, and yeah, then yeah, Obi-Wan caught up with General Grievous, and yeah, they continued to battle with each other. General Grievous tried pulling out a gun on Obi-Wan, but yeah, Obi-Wan used one of those electric sticks that General Grievous' guards used on General Grievous. And yeah, General Grievous then kicked Obi-Wan, and yeah, they were like battling with each other some more then. General Grievous threw Obi-Wan off of a ledge, and then yeah, Obi-Wan was able to grab the gun and then shoot and destroy General Grievous. Yeah. Yeah. And Anakin went to tell Mace Windu what he heard about Chancellor Palpatine, that he's the Sith Lord they've been looking for, and he knows the ways of the Force and trying to use the dark side. Yeah. Mace Windu decided that he and 3 other Jedi Masters should go to arrest Chancellor Palpatine. Anakin tried to convince Mace Windu to let him come, that he'll need Anakin's help, but Mace Windu wanted Anakin to stay out of the situation and just wait in the council chambers until they return. So yeah, then yeah, Mace Windu and the Masters took off. Yeah. Then it just showed Anakin sitting in the council chambers, and also showed Padme. Yeah, we're in her home. Yeah. And it just showed like Padme looking over at the Jedi Temple, and Anakin looking at Padme in his home. Yeah. Then Anakin was starting to think of what Palpatine was saying to him about saving Padme and stuff. Yeah, and then yeah, Anakin started like getting teary-eyed about it. So he just couldn't take it anymore, and then he took a spear to the Chancellor's office. Yeah. And Mace Windu and the Jedi Masters arrived, and yeah, they pulled out their lightsabers and yeah, attempted to arrest Palpatine, but then yeah, they were telling Palpatine that the Senate would decide his fate. Palpatine said that he was the Senate, and he stood up, and then a lightsaber slid down his sleeve into his hand. Yeah, and then yeah, Palpatine then did battle with the Jedi Masters, killed the other 3 of them so easily. And then it was down to Palpatine and Mace Windu. They continued to battle. And then Anakin then eventually arrived. And to a point where Mace Windu had Palpatine just cornered down onto the ground. And Anakin walked in with Windu's lightsaber just pointed at Palpatine. Yeah, and then yeah, Palpatine just tried convincing Anakin that what he was saying was true and that the Jedi are taking over. And Mace Windu just told Palpatine that the oppression of the Sith will never return and that it was lost. But Palpatine told Mace Windu that he would die. And yeah, Palpatine then shot out the Force lightning at Mace Windu. And Mace Windu was just blocking it with his lightsaber. Both were trying to tell Anakin that the other was the traitor. And then yeah, then Palpatine's face just started to like distort and wrinkle up, and his eyes became yellow. And he was just trying to tell Anakin that he had the power to save the one he loves. Mace Windu tried to tell Anakin not to listen to Palpatine. And then eventually, Palpatine just couldn't continue and stopped shooting out the lightning, you know? Yeah, Mace Windu was about to kill Palpatine. Anakin tried to tell Mace Windu that he must stand trial and he must live. Mace Windu was telling Anakin that Palpatine was too dangerous to be left alive. Yeah, and yeah, Mace Windu held hoisting his lightsaber up. Anakin tried to tell Mace Windu that he needed Palpatine, and before Mace Windu could actually kill Palpatine, Anakin pulled out his lightsaber and cut off Mace Windu's hand. And for some reason, they showed a shot of Mace Windu's lightsaber just falling down. Like, what was the point of that shot? And then, yeah, Palpatine felt he had unlimited power, and then shot more Force lightning out at Mace Windu. And then, yeah, eventually ended up killing him, and Mace Windu was just blasted out of the window. Anakin couldn't believe what he had done. And then, yeah, Palpatine then told Anakin that he's fulfilling his destiny, and he should become his apprentice and learn to use the dark side of the Force. And Anakin then just decided to join the dark side. Yeah. And he just wanted help to save. Yeah, I'm sorry about this cough. And he just wanted help to save Padme's life, and he couldn't live without her. Yeah, and yeah. Then Palpatine was telling Anakin that he'll become a real powerful Sith, and henceforth he shall be known as Darth Vader. Yeah. And yeah, then it showed like Palpatine like putting on the Emperor robe and yeah, showing that he was actually the Emperor. And yeah, he was telling Anakin that soon the Jedi will destroy the Senate, and that every single Jedi is now an enemy of the Republic, and every Jedi must be destroyed throughout the galaxy. And he told Anakin that he must go to the Jedi Temple and destroy all the Jedi there. And then he go to the Mustafar system and wipe out the Separatist leaders, including Viceroy Gunray. Yeah, and then it showed Anakin leading a load of clone troopers into the Jedi Temple. And then back on Utapau, as Obi-Wan was trying to command the clone troopers to more, or the commander then, like, received the order from the Emperor to execute Order 66. Oh yeah, then the clone troopers then blasted at Obi-Wan, causing Obi-Wan to fall into water. Yeah. And then it showed the clone troopers killing other Jedi across the galaxy. Yeah. And on Kashyyyk, yeah, Yoda just could feel what was happening and just dropped his stick, and then yeah. And then yeah, a couple of clone troopers were about to kill Yoda, but then Yoda then sliced their heads off. And then it showed clone troopers killing Jedi in the temple. And then Anakin arrived in the council chambers where there were younglings hiding. One was asking Anakin what they were actually going to do. Then it just showed Anakin opening his lightsaber, and yeah, we know what happened after there. Yeah. And then yeah, Padme could see like there was an attack on the Jedi Temple, and there was like smoke coming from it. And then yeah, Padme started to cry about it. And then yeah, Bail Organa then arrived at the temple. Well, the clone troopers were trying to assure Senator Organa that everything was fine, and yeah, they actually threatened him by holding guns up, telling him that it was time for him to leave. Right before Senator Organa left, he saw what the clone troopers were actually killing Jedi, and yeah, there was one youngling trying to fight off the clone troopers, but yeah, they ended up killing him, and then yeah, and Senator Organa was able to escape. Yeah, Obi-Wan was able to swim back up to the surface, and yeah, he was able to escape from Utapau. And then yeah, Yoda's two Wookiee bodyguards, which one of them was actually Chewbacca. Yeah, you could actually like say that this was technically Chewbacca's first appearance in the Star Wars movies. If you went from Phantom Menace to Return of the Jedi, yeah, this was his first appearance in the Star Wars movies. Yeah, and along with like the Yoda's other Wookiee bodyguard, Tarful, yeah, they like escorted Yoda back to his ship, and they uncovered it, and yeah, Yoda said goodbye to Chewbacca and Tarful and took off, and yeah, and Senator Organa like, took a like had a rebel ship fly off, and yeah, he was able to get Yoda and Obi-Wan. Yeah, after Senator Organa made contact with Obi-Wan, yeah, Obi-Wan was telling Senator Organa that his clone troops turned on him. And yeah, Senator Organa was telling Obi-Wan that the attack has happened all across the galaxy. Yep. And then, yeah, Anakin then went back to see Padme, and yeah, Padme was telling Anakin that she saw the attack on the Jedi Temple and the smoke coming from there. And yeah, Anakin was telling Padme basically what the Emperor told him, that the Jedi planned to overthrow the Republic, and he's going to attempt to assassinate the Chancellor. Yeah, and yeah. Anakin was telling Padme that his loyalty is with the Chancellor, the Senate, and her. And then when Padme asked Anakin about Obi-Wan, Anakin just said that they can only hope he's remaining loyal to the Chancellor. Yeah, and then eventually, after the rebel ship with Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Senator Organa arrived back on Coruscant, and Senator Organa's presence was requested for a special hearing for the Congress, a special Congress session for the Senate. And so yeah, and Yoda and Obi-Wan decided to go to the Jedi Temple and see what was going on. And yeah, and Anakin eventually arrived on Mustafar. Or yeah, he told Padme that he had to go there to end the war. And he arrived on Mustafar, and yeah, he did what Emperor told him to. Yeah, he destroyed all the Separatist leaders, including Viceroy Gunray. And at the Jedi Temple, Obi-Wan and Yoda fought off the clone troopers that were there. And then yeah, during the Senate hearing, and Palpatine was like telling the Senate about the Jedi plot to overthrow the Senate. And yeah, he was saying that the remaining Jedi will be hunted down and destroyed, and that the Senate will be reorganized in the First Galactic Empire. And yeah, members of the Senate just roared with applause. And yeah, Padme was just saying that was how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. And then Yoda and Obi-Wan saw that the younglings were all even killed too. And yeah, they actually realized that they were actually killed by lightsabers and not by clones. You know, and Obi-Wan just asked who could have done it. Yeah, Obi-Wan just said that he had to find out, and then he saw like security recordings, and he saw that it was in fact Anakin who was responsible for it, and that Anakin turned to the dark side. Obi-Wan just couldn't believe it, and Yoda told Obi-Wan that they must destroy the Sith. Obi-Wan wanted to be sent to kill the Emperor. He said he wouldn't kill Anakin, but Yoda told Obi-Wan he's not strong enough to fight the Emperor. Yeah, Obi-Wan was saying that he couldn't kill Anakin. Anakin was like his brother. But that Yoda said they must do what they have to do. Yeah. And then yeah, Obi-Wan visited Padme, and yeah, he was telling Padme what was going on, that Anakin had turned to the dark side, but Padme didn't believe what Obi-Wan. Yeah, Obi-Wan was telling Padme some more, that Palpatine was the Sith Lord they've been looking for, and after Count Dooku's death, Anakin became his new apprentice. And yeah, Padme just didn't believe Obi-Wan. She just said she couldn't. Yeah. And yeah, Obi-Wan told Padme that he must find Anakin. And yeah, she realized that Obi-Wan was actually going to kill Anakin. And then, yeah, Obi-Wan knew that Anakin was actually the father of Padme's child. Yeah. And then Obi-Wan then left. And then, yeah, Padme then decided to go to Mustafar to find Anakin too. Yeah, so, yeah, Padme and C-3PO took a ship to Mustafar. And yeah, Anakin made contact with the Emperor. The Emperor told Anakin to send a message to the Trade Federation that all droid units must be shut down. And yeah, I should also mention that Obi-Wan also snuck aboard Padme's ship to Mustafar. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, the Emperor told Anakin to send a message to the Trade Federation that all droid units must be shut down. And then Anakin saw Padme actually landing on Mustafar. And yeah, Anakin then, like, well, Padme, and yeah, they ran to each other, and yeah, they hugged, and then, yeah, Padme was telling Anakin what Obi-Wan told her, that he turned to the dark side and killed younglings and all that. Yeah, he tried to tell Padme that Obi-Wan was trying to turn her against him. And yeah, she was telling Anakin that Obi-Wan actually knows Anakin's the father. And she just tried to tell Anakin that all she wants from him is his love. Anakin was telling her that love won't save her, and only his new powers can do that, and that he won't lose her the way he lost his mother. He's becoming more powerful than any Jedi, and he's just doing it for Padme to protect her. Padme tried to tell Anakin to just come away with her and help her raise their child. And just leave everything behind while they still can. And then, yeah. Anakin just told Padme that they don't have to run away anymore, and that Anakin's even more powerful than the Chancellor, and he can overthrow him. And they can rule the galaxy and make things the way they want them to be. Then Padme then realized that what Obi-Wan said was true, and Anakin has changed. And then Anakin started to become really angry about it. He felt like Padme was starting to turn against him like the Jedi did. Or at least he felt the Jedi did. Then Padme started tearing up. She was telling Anakin that he was breaking her heart and just going down a path she can't follow. And yeah, it showed Obi-Wan aboard the ship. Yeah, Anakin then just felt that she was with Obi-Wan, and she brought Obi-Wan there to kill him. And then Anakin used the Force to, like, choke Padme. And Obi-Wan was telling Anakin to let Padme go, which he eventually did, but then Padme just collapsed. Yeah, Obi-Wan... Anakin just felt that Obi-Wan turned Padme against him but Obi-Wan just told Anakin that he's done it himself. Yeah, he was just telling Anakin that he's allowed the Dark Lord to twist his mind. He's become the very thing he swore to destroy. Yeah. Anakin told Obi-Wan that he doesn't fear the dark side like he does. He's brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to his new empire. I told Obi-Wan that if he's not with him, then he's his enemy. And Obi-Wan just said that he'll do what he must. And then, yeah, we had a lightsaber duel between Anakin and Obi-Wan, which was just an awesome lightsaber battle. Well, yeah, this was just a great lightsaber battle. I mean, yeah, gosh, this was just like probably the most intense lightsaber battle ever. Yeah. Then on Coruscant, old Yoda then and came to Emperor's old Chancellor office. Yeah. Yeah, he told the Emperor that he hears the new apprentice that he has. Yeah, and the Emperor just told Yoda that he'll now experience the full power of the dark side. Then he shot the Force lightning at him, and then, yeah, it struck Yoda. And yeah, Yoda struck back with the Force throwing the Emperor back. And yeah, then, yeah, Yoda and the Emperor had a lightsaber duel. Yeah, so yeah, both Anakin and Obi-Wan and Yoda and the Emperor's duels were going on at the same time. Yeah, and it was really awesome. Like at one point during the Anakin Obi-Wan fight, they both used the Force against each other, and then yeah, it just threw the both of them back. Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, Yoda and the Emperor then like were fighting on the Chancellor throne. And yeah, it then rose up into like the Senate Congress room. And then the Emperor was attempted to throw all those like Senate floating platform things at Yoda, and Yoda was able to avoid them, and then he threw one back at the Emperor, and then and then as Yoda like had his lightsaber out again, the Emperor like shot the Force lightning at him, and yeah, Yoda then was like holding it back with Force, similar to what he did with Count Dooku in Attack of the Clones, yeah, and it just showed Yoda's lightsaber falling too, like Mace Windu's did earlier. I was like wondering, like, what's the point of showing the lightsaber falling shots? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yoda was able to like hold off the Force lightning from the Emperor, and then yeah, it blew the both of them back. Yeah, the Emperor was able to hold on, but then Yoda just fell to the ground. Yeah, and yeah. Yoda was able to escape with Bail Organa's help. Yeah, yeah. And Obi-Wan and Anakin continued to battle on Mustafar. They were like battling over on like things that were actually floating in the lava. Yeah. Yeah. And Yoda told Bail Organa that into exile he must go, and Yoda has failed. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. Well, obviously, yeah, Yoda ended up going to Dagobah. Yeah, I've already made a video about that before. I feel like that should have been included in this movie, but yeah, I've already talked about that before. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan continue to battle. Yeah. And Obi-Wan just told Anakin that he has failed him. And yeah, Anakin just said he should have known the Jedi was planning to take over. And yeah, we had the piece of thing that a lot of people seem to hate, where Obi-Wan said a chance of Palpatine is evil. And from Anakin's point of view, the Jedi are evil. I mean, why do people hate on that? I don't understand. Like, what's wrong with that piece of dialogue? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, then they continue to fight on some type of stone or something. Yeah, then, yeah, Obi-Wan just, like, flipped over to the high ground, as Obi-Wan would say. And Anakin told Obi-Wan that he underestimates his power. Obi-Wan tried to tell Anakin not to try, but Anakin, like, also attempted to flip and destroy Obi-Wan, but then Obi-Wan, like, sliced off both of Anakin's legs and Anakin's other arm. Yeah, Anakin was just down on the ground, just like moaning out. Yeah, then it showed Anakin's eyes becoming yellow. Yeah, Obi-Wan just shouted to Anakin that he was the chosen one. said that Anakin would destroy the Sith and not join them, and yeah, bring balance to the Force and not leave it in darkness. And yeah, and Obi-Wan picked up Anakin's lightsaber and took it with him. Anakin actually yelled at Obi-Wan that he hates him. Now, Obi-Wan told Anakin that he was his brother and that he loved him. But then yeah, Anakin and like was starting was sliding closer to the lava, and then yeah, his leg then eventually caught fire, and then yeah, Anakin's body was just burning up. Yeah, and it just showed like Anakin just being like burned badly, and yeah, it just burned all of his hair off. Anakin was just screaming out in pain, but yeah, Obi-Wan just left. You know, C-3PO and R2 were able to get Padme on board the ship, and yeah, and Padme was really weak, and yeah, she was able to like regain consciousness for a minute or a second really, just to ask if Anakin was all right, and then she passed out again. And yeah, and then yeah, Obi-Wan and C-3PO left Mustafar, and yeah, it just like showed like Obi-Wan had his face buried in his hand because yeah, he just really felt bad about what happened. And yeah, it showed that Anakin was still alive. And yeah, the Emperor then arrived on Mustafar, and he and the clone troopers saw Anakin's burned body. And yeah, the Emperor told the clone troopers to get a medical capsule, and so yeah, they lived to do that. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, Obi-Wan and C-3PO took Anakin to like some type of they took her to an asteroid of some type. Yeah, yeah, it was like the asteroid Polis Massa, where Senator Organa and Yoda were. Yeah, they took Padme to the medical center, and then yeah, the Emperor brought Anakin back to Coruscant for his help. Yeah, yeah. On the asteroid, like the medical droid was telling Bail Organa and Obi-Wan that Padme was medically healthy completely, and they just couldn't. But she was dying, and she was just dying for reasons that they couldn't explain. And she's just lost the will to live, and that they actually had to operate quick if they were to save the babies. Yeah, the droid told Obi-Wan and Senator Organa that Padme was carrying twins. Yeah, and then of course on it showed just Anakin and having like other droid robotic limbs being attached to his body, like the robotic legs and another robotic arm. I mean, yeah, you could just hear Anakin screaming out as they were being attached to him. Yeah, and then, yeah, on the asteroid, yeah, Padme gave birth to the two babies, yeah, and it was obviously Luke and Leia. Yeah, and then it showed them putting Anakin into the Darth Vader suit, and it showed them putting on the mask and helmet onto Anakin, and we had the official birth of Darth Vader. And yeah, you could just hear the breathing noises. Yeah. And right before Padme died, she was telling Obi-Wan that there was still good in Anakin, and she knew that there was still good, and then yeah, she ended up dying. And then yeah. And then once Darth Vader was risen, he asked the Emperor about Padme, and he told Darth Vader about him. Yeah, we heard the actual Darth Vader voice from James Earl Jones. Yeah, yeah, and the Emperor told Vader that in his anger he killed Padme. Yeah, and Darth Vader just said that he couldn't have, and that he felt that she was alive, and yeah, he just broke free of the shackles his hands were in, and it showed him walking strange, because of the robotic legs. Yeah, just had him screaming no, which a lot of people really didn't seem to like. And then yeah, And then on the rebel ship, if Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Senator Organa were talking about what they should do with the babies, and it shows that they should be hidden somewhere where the Sith can sense their presence, and they should be separated. And yeah, Senator Organa agreed to take Leia with his wife, and they've always talked of adopting a baby girl. And when Obi-Wan asked about Luke, Yoda decided that he should be sent to Tatooine with his family. Yeah, Obi-Wan said that he'll take Luke there and watch over him. Yeah. And yeah, then, but before Obi-Wan left, Yoda was telling Obi-Wan that he had some training for him, and that there was a friend that learned a path of immortality that's returned from the netherworld of the Force, and that it was actually Qui-Gon, and he'll teach him how to commune with him, which I wonder why they even bothered to bring that up. I mean, what they said there, that didn't carry over to the original trilogy at all. So, I mean, really, what was the point of talking about that? Yeah, that's something that I've wondered ever since this movie was released. Like, why did they bother bringing that up? Yeah, because, that didn't advance the original trilogy at all. So, yeah, there's that. And Senator Organa told the captain of the rebel ship that he's placing C-3PO and R2-D2 in his care, and to treat them well and clean them up, and have C-3PO's mind wiped. Yeah. And C-3PO just responded with, "Oh no." So yeah, that would probably explain why he had no recollection of any of these events in the original trilogy. Yeah. And then it showed Padme's funeral on Naboo. It just showed Padme's body in a chariot, it being pulled off, and there were a lot of others walking along with her body, and one of them being Jar Jar. And it just showed in Padme's hands what Anakin gave her in the first movie. Yeah. And then it showed Darth Vader and the Emperor on, I'll be honest, some pretty crappy looking Star Destroyers. Yeah. And it showed that construction began on the Death Star. Yeah, and then it showed like Senator Organa and his wife with Leia on Alderaan. And then it showed Obi-Wan taking Luke to Naboo with Owen and Beru. Yeah. And then it just showed Owen and Beru holding Luke and watching the sunset. And then it had the same piece as the sunset scene in A New Hope did. And so that's how the movie ended. And I liked how in the credits they actually like had the music playing a little bit slower. I guess to have it feel to it that this was actually the end of the entire saga, or so we thought. Alright, so like I said, 3.5 stars out of 4. I really like the movie a lot. Hard to say which one I like better from the prequels between Phantom Menace and this. So alright, so that's just for my review of Revenge of the Sith. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and now we'll be getting into the original trilogy, where I really won't have to really do much more defense, because after this I think we can, I'm approaching movies that pretty much everyone can agree are classics. So we don't have to do the defending anymore. So the original trilogy is now coming up. So that does for my review of Revenge of the Sith. I hope you guys enjoyed. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.